Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.
We got ideas,
Building
a
ideas,
whole new direction.
building ideas,
It's time for change.
building ideas,
Dreaming is over.
building ideas,
Building ideas, gonna build it from the heart. Gonna show you how to make a start. We got ideas,
building
ideas.
ideas,
You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
Hello, we thought we'd do something a little bit different today. We normally host the show from a brand new home or renovation, but today we are at Creative Home Renovations Showroom at St Maurice, and believe me, this is the place that you want to come if you're doing an extension or renovation, because they've literally got hundreds of brand new products, and the best thing is they can put it all together and help you design it because they are licensed master builders. As their name suggests, Creative Home Renovations offer exactly that. They specialise in building creative homes and renovations. In fact, I'd go so far as to say they break the mould when it comes to building and renovating. They pride themselves on creating unique one-off designs and builds to suit each and every individual client. Without a doubt, they go over and above in order to deliver on their clients' wishes and usually far exceed what's expected. A family-owned and operated company, the directors of Creative Home Renovations have been in the building industry since the early 80s. So between them all, they've established a proven track record of over 35 years. They have a dedicated team of professionals on hand who will work with you to turn your concepts, ideas and dreams into a functional and stylish reality. Whether it's their trades, their interior designers or their site supervisors, the entire team at Creative Home Renovations are professional and fully licensed, which is great because that means they're going to give you the best advice right from the very start. And the other thing is they're going to be able to help you right from the design stage through to selections, which is always a little bit tricky, and then they can even build it for you. So what are they? They're a one-stop shop. They're all about making life easy for their clients. That includes doing what they promise and delivering on time too. And believe me, that's half the trouble when you're using a builder or a tradie, and it's so important to make sure that your builder or tradie is a master builder. Now naturally these guys here at Creative Home Renovations are master builders, and we're going to show you right through this entire showroom throughout today's program and have a look at why they're so special. First, this is what's on today's program. We're going to check out the recently built Moriata Adventure Playground. There's some great ideas you can implement on a smaller scale in your own backyard, and the kids will love it. We'll have the latest from the James Hardie building products range to help inspire you to create your own stylish looks at your house. Terry checks in with the Metropolitan Fire Service to find out all about the dangers of carbon monoxide poisoning. And we'll hear from our resident interior design expert from One Rundle Trading. I tell you, the show feels like it gets busier every week, so we'd better get on with it. It's over to Terry.
I've just popped in to see the team at Corns Toyota, and they've given me this CHR to test drive. I might go see a few housing developments and maybe even check in on Nicole at Creative Home Renovations. But then again, this CHR is so comfortable, I might not stop for anyone. I might just keep driving. The CHR attracts attention from every angle. Its striking exterior oozes excitement, exhilaration and appeal. And with an accessory list that rivals the longest wish list you can think of, there's no shortage of options. You can pick from custom wheels, skirts, garnishes, mirror covers, side steps, and even a two-tone paint. My personal favourite is the red with the black roof. It's a pretty tough look, but then again, the blue with the white roof, now that's pretty slick too. I've got to hand it to them. This car is style all the way and incredibly eye-catching on the road too. The CHR, well, it allows you to ride high and it commands visibility. The driver's seat, It's more like a cockpit, and all of these bells and whistles and controls in here, never before seen in a Toyota. The touchscreen stereo with sat-nav can even display your phone contacts for making quick calls on the go. An advanced turbo petrol engine delivers the performance and response of a much larger engine with superior fuel efficiency. Manoeuvrability is super easy thanks to the reverse camera and 4 front and 4 rear parking sensors. So getting in that tight car park will no longer be an issue. Get this, the CHR can even maintain a safe distance from the vehicle in front by automatically adjusting the cruise control speed, and on the automatic models, it can come to a complete stop behind other vehicles. How clever is that? There are a heap of other safety features too, like lane assistance, helping you and alerting you to vehicles in your blind spot and alerting you to hazards on the road. There's no doubt, the CHR is a cool car, but it also has a great price tag too. All you've got to do is find out for yourself and take it for a test drive. Visit the guys at Corns Toyota, 46 Belair Road, Hawthorn. I warn you though, you might not want to return it, a bit like me. And if you're scared of that, jump online, cornstoyota.com.au.
You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas. You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
All too often when we're renovating, we have inclusions that suit us, but what about the rest of the family? I mean, we love outdoor kitchens and entertaining areas, but we really do need to think about the kids. I'm at the Moriata Conservation Park, Nature Playground, and as you can imagine, this is a children's paradise here. Now, why don't you have a look and see what you can pinch for your own backyard? Lycian Lone is from the Department for Environment and Water. And Lycian, why did the department decide to build an adventure playground in the middle of a conservation park?
Well, one of the things we're really keen to do is attract more people into our parks and reserves. So about 4 years ago, we went out to the community and asked them, what sort of things would you like to see in our parks that will bring you in? And one of those things was play spaces for children, places for families to come and visit.
The play elements are all made with natural materials that enhance and blend with the natural environment and landscape.
One of the things we did was actually went out to a whole heap of schools and asked kids to do a Minecraft competition. So they actually designed their perfect national park in Minecraft, and a lot of those elements were put into this playground. The winning school actually worked with the designers to design some of the elements that you see here.
What was the building brief for the playground and what makes it so special and unique?
The fact that in the brief we asked them to be sustainable, to source local products, to do something natural that would fit into the park environment. So recycled timbers, local stone from local quarries, that kind of thing. One of the other unique things about this playground is that it has been designed with the Kaurna people, which is the local Aboriginal group that used to live here, and so there's a whole heap of storylines and elements in this playground that involve their artwork and their stories, which is a really unique feature.
It's a great place. You can climb and slide and explore, take some risks and generally have some fun. So come on down and check it out for yourself.
There is certainly lots of ways to make a house a home, whether it's outside with the beautiful, well-appointed garden, or whether it's inside with some stylish and well-thought-out interiors. And have a look at this place. I can guarantee you firsthand that it has both. Now, the question is, where do you start? That is often the big challenge. It's one thing to build a new house or to renovate an old one, but it's another thing to turn that house into a home, somewhere where you feel comfortable inviting your friends, where they can feel comfortable, at ease, and like it's a home of their own. Fear not, that's where One Rundle comes into the picture. One Rundle Trading has two shop fronts, their flagship store in Dulwich and their second shop at Henley Beach. They specialise in fashion, homewares, interior design and styling, as well as boutique special events. And their talented team are also available to come to your home. Josephine Marshall is the interiors guru, and together with you, she can explore your vision to create a bespoke design to achieve your dream interior. Josephine, I love what you've done with this particular place. I can't help but notice a lot of mirrors. What was your thinking behind that?
Well, the client said essentially, we want this interior to feel vibrant and appreciate the period of the original house, but we don't want a staid Victorian, dark, dull interior.
And you used mirrors to help do that. How?
I think that often mirrors bounce around images, light. There's a sense of vitality when you have a number of mirrors in the interior that you really can't get unless you have a spectacular view or a whole lot of sunlight. And we mirror quite a number of things, cupboard doors, sometimes square poles. You know, in the centre of a room you might have a pole that's just sticking out, and if you put a mirror on it, suddenly it becomes an interesting feature that creates moving images.
So when fitting out a room, where does the mirror come in the process? Is it one of the first things you should apply to a room, or is it towards the end?
It's somewhere between the beginning and the end. I'm assisted a number of clients who have incorporated lots of interesting things but left very few walls free of windows or doorways, so there's nowhere to hang anything, so they miss out on as much fine art as they would normally hang. So I try and ensure that as we begin with the layout of a room, we'll have some designated spaces for reflective surfaces.
Josephine, if all of that sounds a little bit overwhelming for people, you and the whole team at One Rundle Trading can help. Where can they best find you?
Our flagship shop, which is hard to say, is at Stewart Road in Dulwich. And if you can't find what you want in store, we can almost always have it made.
Building ideas, we got some building ideas. You want some building ideas, we got some building ideas.
I'm always keen to explore new looks and products when it comes to the building industry, and today we haven't just got one for you, we have got several. Are you ready for it? These ones are brought to us by none other than James Hardy. This 16 townhouse development is being completed by Cook Building. And the team at James Hardy has been working very closely with the developers, architect, builder and installers to ensure space maximisation, design versatility, building efficiencies and all relevant certifications are seamlessly achieved. Engaging with the architect and developers from the very beginning was key to ensure specification met the criteria set out by the developers to ensure the new homeowners would receive the best outcomes on their investment. James Hardy is a company that's synonymous with the building and construction industry. They have a huge array of products available that cover everything from external cladding, internal linings, fire-rated systems through to decking. This development is being built using only lightweight products, which means the internal footprint of each home is larger than would otherwise be the case. It combines 4 of the James Hardy cladding range, Easy Lap, Matrix, Axon and Stria, which have all been used in conjunction with their Hardy Smart Zero Lot Boundary Fire Wall System. Whilst the various cladding products offer different profiles and you can use them to achieve different looks and styles because they're all lightweight, they're easy to install and, best of all, they require very minimal maintenance. They can be used in either a commercial or residential application, and as we can see by this development here, they will project a real stylish and contemporary feel, magnified by the fact that they'll all be put together. James Hardy has been around for over 125 years and operates globally, so it's no surprise they're market leaders in the field of lightweight building products. In fact, if you look closely, I'm pretty sure at least one area of your home would have a James Hardy product in it. They continue to lead the market when it comes to further development of their technology and pride themselves on working very closely with builders, designers, architects and installers. You know what? Their products are fantastic. If you want to know more about them, visit the website jameshardy.com.au or chat to your master builder.
I just love all the building products that are available today. We really are spoilt for choice, and those in the James Hardie range are quite incredible. Now, if you're looking for more inspiration on building products, then you can't go past this place. It is amazing. Creative Home Renovations have got so many different styles for you to choose from. Your mind is going to be blown. If you're planning on doing an extension or reno, the array of products shown here is mind-boggling. They have everything from tiles through to door handles and everything else in between, whether it's cladding options or the latest looks in kitchens, bathrooms, outdoor living and pools. It's all on display here. And the best thing about it is that everything has been integrated into unique room concepts. So it's really easy to be able to imagine what things are going to look like in your own home. There's over 30 different concept settings showcasing lots of different styles and looks, from the more traditional through to the most contemporary and up to the minute must-haves. When you do come in, you'll be able to chat with one of their fantastic qualified designers, and you'll soon understand why Creative Home Renovations are renowned and so respected for their exceptional quality and service. They even have access to the latest in computer-generated design. So regardless of the room, space or area you're wanting to renovate, they'll be able to provide you with full 3D virtual models of what the end result is going to look like. Yeah, I really like the idea of that, because you get a good understanding of exactly how it's going to turn out and relieve you of any of that anxiety you might be feeling about building. Now stay with us, because Terry's going to have a chat with the Metropolitan Fire Service about the dangers of carbon monoxide.
We got some building ideas. You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
Every now and then we just have to break out from the coziness of the indoors to come outside and enjoy some clean, fresh air. And what better way to do that than to have a barbecue? Every Australian knows that barbies aren't just for the summer, especially when you consider some of the state-of-the-art outdoor kitchen and entertaining areas that are getting around today. It's definitely a growing trend to enclose backyard areas into all-season living spaces that you can relax in and enjoy all year round. By doing so though, typical outdoor equipment and appliances like barbecues and gas-fueled patio and outdoor heaters are now being used in an indoor environment. As you can no doubt imagine, this can cause serious issues. Phil Evans is with the Metropolitan Fire Service. Phil, what are the potential risks of using outdoor equipment in an indoor scenario?
We encourage people to ensure that if they have devices which are labelled as outdoor use only, that's the only place they use them. With areas that they are being used, outdoor patios, pergolas, the first thing to consider is that often these are under the main roof, so if a fire does begin in that area, it could very quickly spread to the main building. We're enclosing those areas more securely, we're making them more airtight to protect us from the elements. So there's a risk that ventilation is going to be substantially reduced. The problems with that is that firstly, the restriction with oxygen might limit how well that fuel is combusted, and secondly, we get a build-up of the byproducts of the combustion, including the carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is known as the silent killer. It's odourless, it's colourless. Children and infants in particular are susceptible to the effects. And those effects can include dizziness, tiredness, confusion. It can lead to people becoming unconscious. It can even lead to death.
So what are the best ways to reduce the risks?
What we encourage people to do is to ensure there's adequate ventilation when you're using these devices at home. It's important to ensure that you have devices that are operating correctly. So a good check regularly to ensure they are operating as they've been designed. If you have gas-powered appliances, ensure that all hoses are in good condition. Ensure the connections are secure and in good condition. It's even a good idea to have a fire blanket or an extinguisher close by in case there's an emergency. And of course, we always encourage people, do not buy these type of appliances online from overseas, because they may not satisfy the Australian or state requirements.
Thank you, Phil. Well, some great information there. A little common sense goes a long way. Now, if you'd like to find out some more information on fire safety tips, visit mfs.sa.gov.au, and every month they put up some new and interesting fire tip information.
Gee, some good advice there, Terry. And I think when it comes to the home front, you can never have enough good advice. That's why I'm going to give you a little bit more. You need to do yourself a favour and pop in and visit the crew here at Creative Home Renovations, right on Glenburn Road at St Maurice. This amazing display centre isn't the only thing the team at Creative Home Renovations have to offer. They also provide a complete building service. And in a few weeks' time, we'll check out one of their projects currently under construction. There's no doubt though, this is the best starting place. You'll be able to wander through the display at your leisure and take in some of the hundreds of products on display. You'll also get a real insight into the incredibly high standard of workmanship that the team at Creative Home Renovations is renowned for. It's pretty obvious because everything's been so well done here. Even the little things like where the corners meet or how the gyprock and plasterboard have been finished, the cuts around the tiles or even the paintwork. It's all done to the highest standards. And as you see it here, well, that's exactly how it's going to be done at your place. Finished to the highest standard with no corners cut, because basically it's all about pride. They care about their finished work and they care about you, their client. Now, I could rave about these guys all day, but I need to show you what's on next week's show. We'll be hosting the show from some absolutely gorgeous new homes built by Alan Shepherd Constructions. I'm really looking forward to that. Just wait until you see them. They are sensational. I'm going to chat about High-Vis, a Master Builders Association initiative that celebrates and recognises the diversity of people working in the building and construction industry. Terry checks out another product in the Boral range, and we'll hear from TAFE about building-related apprenticeships. A real mixed bag there, so I hope you can join us next week for more building inspiration. And if you want to be inspired between now and then, you can jump in your car, head down to 291 Glenburn Road, St Maurice, and visit Creative Home Renovations. They're also on the web, creativehomerenovations.com.au, and they're on Facebook, so why not check them out? And I hope to see you next week.
Building ideas, gonna build it from the heart. Gonna show you how to make a start. We got ideas,
Building
a whole
ideas.
new direction.
Building ideas.
We got some building ideas.
Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.